Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This video is about guided tutorial on creating mandala that you're seeing on screen right now. I hope you like this video and do like, share and subscribe to my YouTube and Instagram channels. Thank you. So let's start. I have taken a A4 size paper and I'll be finding the center point of the paper by finding the intersection point of two diagonals this way. So this is the approximate center point that I have found. Next, I would draw a horizontal and a vertical line passing through this point of intersection. Just making sure that the lines are straight. I'll start drawing concentric circles from the center point. Also make sure that the width between two concentric circles is expanding as you move away from the center. So that way your designs on the outer side of the mandala would appear larger and it would give an impression as if your mandala is expanding from the center towards the outer region. I would also draw a couple of smaller circles in the center. So if you cannot move your rounder, you can feel free to move the paper in circular direction. Next, I'll take a D and I'll divide the circle at an interval of 10 degrees. You can also choose 15 degrees if you want, or even 20 degrees. And do the same for the lower half as well. Next, I'll start joining the two opposite points, and by making sure that it passes to the center, I also ensure that I don't end up joining wrong points. So this is how it will look. I'll be using this gel pen to create mandala. You can use any gel pen that you have handy. So let's start. Now I have the center point with me, so I'll start by creating a tiny circle around the center point. So that's how it looks. I'll start by creating tiny petals around the circle in this way. Next, I'll create one more layer of petals around the first section of petals in this way. I'll create a circle around this and also fill in the gaps in between. This is how it looks. Next, I'll create one more circle around this one. And then I'll just create straight lines joining the two edges of the circle. Now I'll create one more concentric circle around the one we've just drawn. So you can either use a rounder to create this kind of circles, or you can do freehand. This is how it looks. So now I'll create one more layer of petals in the next section. So we have divided the circle into multiple sections of 10 degrees each. So I'll enclose two such sections in one petal, and that is how the petals would look symmetric. So this is how it looks now. After this, I'll draw smaller petals inside the larger petals, and I'll also fill in those petals in this way. Okay, perfect. So this is how it looks now. After this, I'll fill in the gaps in between the two petals, so that way it will also create a full circle. There are no rules in creating mandalas. Let the designs resonate with your soul's calling. You're supposed to enjoy the process. Don't even think too much about other things or stress yourself out while you create mandalas. Mandala art form is quite therapeutic in nature. It can de-stress and calm you down. You're supposed to feel relaxed and enjoy the process while creating mandalas. And there's no right or wrong way. Think of it as an echo of your soul. So this is how it will look. Let's create one more circle around it, so that would give it a complete look. Ultimately, art therapy is not about the end result, but the process of achieving it. And there are various forms of art which relieves stress and anxiety. It can boost your confidence, it can uplift your mood, and it can also process difficult emotions which cannot be articulated in words. Okay, so that's how it looks now. The inner part looks quite intricate in terms of the design, especially if you are a beginner. So if you don't want to get into such complex design, then you can simply draw concentric circles and fill in the circles with your gel pen. You can fill in alternate circles with your gel pen, so that can simplify the design for you. Okay, so now we will create pointed petals with a similar design in the next section of the circle that is there. So now there is one petal here and there's another petal here. So in the next section, I'll create a petal that starts from the tips of the previous two petals. So I have one endpoint over here, one over here, and then I want to make a pointed petal. So on the top there'll be one point, and I'm just joining these 3 points with a curve. Again, there'll be one over here, one over there, and then you just join the dots with a beautiful curve. So the easiest way of making these petals are, placing your dots and joining them with a lovely curve. So there's this point on the top, so make it look slightly pointed so that it looks beautiful. So even if you don't get it perfect, don't worry about it. Mandala is not about creating perfect designs, but it is about enjoying the process while you create one. And while doing so, in the end, you must feel relaxed and calmed and pacified. Okay, so this is how it looks now. So now I would create a smaller petal within the larger petal and fill that up. So you just create a parallel petal inside and you fill it up. And while creating these petals, you need not go sequentially. You can create petals in any random order, because if this process becomes too mundane or monotonous, then you might not really enjoy the process. So make sure you create petals in random order. So sometimes I fill in alternate petals, so that way it also looks beautiful, and then I fill in the rest of the petals. Now I want to make this border slightly thicker, so I'll add a parallel line around the petals on the outer side, and I'll fill those with this gel pen, so it looks slightly thick and beautiful. Okay, so this is how it looks now. So I create one more set of pointed petals in the outer circle, joining the 2 dots of the previous petals, as you can see. So I take this point and the pointed point, and I just again join them to make a curve, and that way I join the remaining points. So you can either create pointed petals or you can also go for circular petals. I'd also read somewhere that drawing and coloring a mandala can be a highly enriching personal experience in which you look inside yourself and find the shapes, colors, and patterns that represent anything from your current state of mind to your most deeply desired wish for yourself or for your loved ones or for humanity. You can also design a mandala to symbolize a state of mind that you like to achieve. So that way, mandalas are great tools for meditation and also for increasing self-awareness. Now I'll divide this petal into 2 halves and give a formation of a leaf by just adding diagonal parallel lines on either sides. After this, I'll create a circle joining the two pointed edges of the petals. So if you have a rounder, you can simply create a circle around this. I'm doing it freehand. After this, I'll fill in the gaps between the two petals in this way. So they are not straight lines, but they are like tiny mountains with curved lines. Okay, so this is how it is looking right now. Now I'll create a border around this circle. Okay, so this is how it looks now. Now I'll create two more concentric circles around this. Now I can see that there are sections in between these two concentric circles. So I'll join the two lines, joining the edges of the circles, and I'll fill up the empty spaces with dots. If you observe, there is some empty space around the dots. So I'll fill in those sections with parallel lines, straight lines joining the inner and outer circle. If you are a beginner, I would suggest that you pause right now and just practice a lot more before going into the advanced designs, because it may be slightly overwhelming for you. Or if you want to continue, you may want to take a quick break and then come back after a few minutes. I'll also create one circle very close to the outer circle and fill it up with a gel pen. We have a thick border inside, so having a thick border outside will make it look symmetric. Again, you can simply use a rounder to create this circle instead of trying freehand. Now I'll create triangles. So I have one dot here, there's one over there, and one on the top, and I'll join the three dots. So I'll create these triangular patterns all around the circle. So mandalas are quite meditative in nature. So when you create one, make sure you are at ease. And I'll create similar parallel triangles inside the main triangles that we've just created in this way. Now what I'll do is I'll fill in the alternate lines. So I'll fill in the innermost triangle first, leave the next part, and then fill in the one after that in this way. Now I'll create similar triangles but on the outer side. So I'll create three parallel triangles facing outwards in this way. And in the similar manner, I will fill in the alternate sections. Let me show one more section to you. So I draw 3 parallel lines on both the sides and I fill in the alternate sections. So this is how it has turned out so far. Now I'll create one more circle around this to enclose the whole thing. And again you can use a rounder for creating a circle. Creating one more concentric circle very close to the previous one. Now I'll create petals in the outer circle. So I just mark the dots and create curve connecting the dots. Yeah. Make sure the lines are not straight. If it's a nice curve, then it's going to look pretty. Now I'll create one more parallel line inside the petals, so it will look as if there is a double border inside the petals. Now we'll create 5 smaller petals inside this main petal. So I'll create one petal at the bottom on the either sides in this way. Then I'll create 2 more at a 45-degree angle on both the sides, and I'll create one petal right in the center in this way. So you can start by creating one petal in the center and one on the bottom and the other one in the middle. Similarly on the other side, create one in the center and another one in the bottom. So again, one in the center, one each at the bottom on the either sides, and one more in the center at an angle of 45 degrees. And then you fill in up the background with the gel pen, so it gets highlighted in black. Okay, and you also fill in the empty space in the petals with thin lines. Do the same for all the petals, so I'll show a couple of them and then I'll fast forward. So if you observe, as we are going outwards, the petals are growing in size. That was because we kept on increasing the width between two consecutive circles as we moved away from the center. And that gives a look to the mandala as if it is expanding from the center towards the outer region. Okay, so you can finish other petals with a similar pattern. So if you want to stop at this point in time, you can do that. I would go ahead and create one more set of petals in the outer circle. So I would follow the similar process where I join the two tips of the previous petals and I create curves with the third dot, which is a pointed edge. I'll create one more border inside the petals. So this is how it will look. Divide the petal into two equal halves. From the center point of the division line, create a spiral towards the other side, touching the edges of the petal. And create a circle on top of that spiral, again touching all the edges, and fill in the background. And in the other half, you can follow the same process of adding 3 petals this way, and you can fill in the empty background of the petals and also add thin vertical lines in the empty space within the petals. So you divide the petal into two equal halves. From the center point of the division line, you spin a spiral touching all the edges, that turns twice. Draw a circle on top of the spiral, again touching all the edges, and fill in the background this way. On the other side, you create 3 petals touching all the edges, fill in the background, and also fill in the petals with thin vertical lines. So again, you divide the petal into two equal halves, create a spiral starting from the center point of the division line. That spiral will be touching all the edges, and draw a circle on top of the spiral, again touching all the edges, and 3 petals on the other side, again touching the edges, and fill in the background. I'll also add tiny dots inside the circles that you created. as mentioned earlier, I'll fill in the petals with thin vertical lines. Okay, I think we're almost done. One last thing that I want to do is fill up this particular blank space this way. So I think that's all for today. You can go on and on creating new designs as big the paper and as much as you want to explore your creativity. So I think that was quite relaxing for today. I just give you a close look at how it has turned out. I hope you like this video. Do share, subscribe and follow my Instagram and YouTube channel, and also share it with your friends and family. Thank you for watching.